Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another video on my channel, guys. And as you can see by the title, is Armajet is going to be worth my time. Now, I know if you have watched Anthony's video, then I'm inspired by him. Means I think a gamer must, in place of enjoying or in place of making the game competitive or something like that, we must examine a game because gamers is not a kind of, because nowadays it's a kind of trend like games are a kind of addiction. And I don't know why I hate this thing. Means why only games is known as addiction, or why everyone is considering game as an addiction. So I'm inspired by Anthony, and it is going to be my very first trial of making a worth my time video like him. And well, I hope if he will see my video, then I suggest him to try this game. And if you really enjoyed the game and my gameplay, then you can ask around the game, and you can also play the game. The game is awesome. Well, you can just check if this game is worth my time and your time too. So let's get started. So basically, Armajet is a free-to-play 2D PvP game. And if you might be thinking that is this game is having a really new idea, then no, this game idea has been taken by a very old game which was destroyed by its own developers, and it was known as sorry, I forgot the name. So yeah, it was Army 2 Mini Militia. And Mini Militia was a very good game, but a time come when the developers can't make that much money because of hackers was basically making the game worse. And a time comes that a kind of thing I have heard that the own developers started selling the third party, or we can say a kind of hacked version of the game of Mini Militia. And well, I have tried the game, I have played the game, and because of which I have played and get the idea of Armajet, get the game Armajet. The game Mini Militia is still there in Google Play Store and App Store, but not in Windows. This game you can find it in Windows by Steam. There is a kind of process through which you need to, and you need to download this game. So well, I'm not having much information, and I will give this information at the end of this video. So basically, as I said, Armageddon is a 2D free-to-play multiplayer PvP game, and the game idea has been taken from a very old game which was Mini Militia, and it was destroyed by its own company because the developers started creating the hacked version of the Mini Militia, and a time comes when no one was playing the game. Still the game is going. If you want to play the game, then you can play the Mini Militia. I might give the link in the description of only Google Play Store, because for App Store I need to do something for which I need to be very much free, as I'm not having much time. And so let's discuss something about this game. So well, I have played Armajet in the month of March, I think March or in May, because I have played this game a lot. And the situation of this game is now, I think that the developers Super Big Machine wanted to make this game a kind of competitive, because as I was a better player, guys, there was a kind of, means I cannot forget all those things. Guys, I really want to say, if you play or started playing this game, or you have reached till level 52 or 100, then reach till 150 level, because there's a weapon and it's a sniper rifle, and guys, it is so awesome. Means I cannot imagine that if someone got that weapon, then he will be millionaire, because that weapon is awful. I played the game because, and I'm sorry, because I was really attractive attracted because of mini militia, and as the game was destroyed at that time, I cannot think that might be a game come like this because it was a kind of very rarest idea, and I think mobile gaming must have that kind of games in place of games like Fortnite and PUBG. I really hate those things. I really hate those games. It's a kind of time consuming in place of more entertaining game. It is more like time consumption games. So for me, it just consume your most valuable thing, which is your time. And yeah, well, I'm having still PUBG, but I play very rarely. Means very rare days I have played or opened PUBG. So yeah, for me, those games are worst games. And as I have said, if you start playing this game or you have reached till 150 or sorry 100 or 101, then continue the game till 150. Well, I don't know the sniper rifle name, but it was awful. Means really, I still can't forget that weapon. And as they make the game that much a kind of frustrating, so yeah, I'm really wanting that if I reach till that level, then I will obviously play with that weapon only because that weapon is awesome. Well, moving on to the next topic about controls and all the things. So, in controls, I give this game a a B grade. About the game, well, I forgot to tell you. About the game, I will give this game as A grade because the game is somehow a very means the game ideas come in a way rare or something like those categories because no one will choose a game something like this in which work is less but enjoyment is more, competition is more, and these are some of the most rarest things. So yeah, I hope that a Game Loft, which is the best mobile developing sorry I'm sorry mobile develop I'm so sorry again, I just repeat my words. Mobile gaming developers Game Loft, you might know, as Anthony has played one of their game. It was Modern Combat Versus. It was, yes, it was still a very great game, and I will talk about it later. So game A grade, and now let's move to the controls and all those things. So basically controls, somehow it will be easier for PC users because WASD are the main momenting means flying, moving and all those things. But for mobile users and for iOS users, somehow this is a kind of tricky things. It is very difficult to play with a free dynamic pads because I think that, as you know, and if you have might played, Mini Militia was having fixed dynamic pad, because of which it was easier to play with that game and we can aim and shoot. In this game this is not something like this, so it's a kind of problem for us. But still, I just installed this game. I started playing this game because this game just reminds me of Mini Militia. And well, yeah, controls. And well, as this game is in beta, open beta, I think, and for Steam Windows users it is a closed beta. I think it's open, I don't know. But yeah, controls is very frustrating. And well, yeah, they have enabled an option, it is a fixed controls, but the thing is that it is not a fixed. Wherever you will tap at that place, it will be fixed. And I think nowadays it's a kind of worst thing. Means fixed controls and all those stuffs, And it is not something like that. If it's kind of not at all a one time process, you need to do it every time, and it is not like that that it will be continued. And you cannot make um opacity of the controls are not there, means if someone is coming from your behind, and sometimes it is hide by the control, because of which fixed controls is a kind of worst thing for mobile users and iOS users. But for PC users, it is not like that. You know, WASD is the momentum keys, and mouse will be the um, aiming key and shooting key of left side button. So it is easier for those like PC gamers. It is easy for them to play, but I think they must bring an option of opacity. I'm sorry, I don't know how to um pronounce that thing. Well, in place of opacity, they can also bring transparency, because if the controls will be not transparent, then we will be unable to see who is coming behind us or who is coming in front of us. Even though yes, camera adjusts according to the enemy place where enemy is going, so the camera will zoom out and try to show you or give you a hint that there is someone upside you, beside you, or something like that. Something like this aim assist kind of thing, that your character will face towards the direction where your enemy or your opponent is standing. So yeah, well, it's a very helpful thing, but still, transparency is that thing which we all needed for mobile gamers. So I think they must care about those things. But as you know, still the game is in beta program, so we cannot. Well, we can complain, but we cannot say that they must do something like that. We can complain only. Moving on to the next topic, where for controls, I give it a B for mobile, because still I think they must bring a transparency thing in place for fixed controls, because free dynamic pads are kind of, it's a kind of difficult thing for those who play this game on mobile. Moving on to the next topic, well, there's not at all more topic. Well, by the way, I just forgot to tell you that um the game controls is sometimes laggy. If you try to switch to the primary or secondary weapon, it will not swap. In place of that, it will be glitched. It will not at all be allow you to switch your weapons. For that, you are needed to, I think you need to do something, or you might be only solution is that you need to restart the game. So well, as it is better, so I can only complain. I cannot just get angry and say just fix your game or something like that, because it is still in better progress, better event or better program. So we can hope they might listen to their community or their players, because I know some of their players, but those are PC players. I need mobile gamers to be get that much, you know, respect, so that this game can also be hackers free. Well, I will also talk about security and future of this game, but firstly, I think controls were the main thing which you must know. And if you are a PC user, then it is going to be very easy for you. So yeah, security and all those stuff. Well, as this game is in better program, so I just say that Super Bit Machine, just if you release this game for PC, then be careful about hackers. Hackers always have eyes on those games which is going to be the part of esports, because some of this game is something like esports. Well, Mini Militia was destroyed because of this thing. Mini Militia and such type of games required skills. And well, I think okay, Fortnite is a very growing game, but I think if you wanted to play that game, you need skills. even though I'm not playing the game because I'm a mobile user, and for my mobile it is not compatible, even though the game is just released yesterday for Android users. And bad luck for me, it is not compatible for me or for my mobile. And security is a kind of thing which must be at, means I think they must, if they are going to release this game in next month, then they firstly need a best anti-cheat system, because hackers' eyes is on their game. Because when Mini Militia was out, then hackers started working on Mini Militia, even though they were failed to make. But after all, who developed the third party of the game? Their own developers. So yeah, I just wanted to say them, if they are listening to my words or if they are watching this video, then they must by hard make an anti-cheat system to protect their game, because hackers are the only thing which destroy a game or a company's or a game future, just like Mini Militia. Even though Mini Militia is a kind of boring game, because Armajet represented this game in a kind of things like in a way too much dynamic manner. But still, hackers are the only. Even though Razer, the best gaming accessories and gaming laptop and nowadays mobile, they've also released Razer phone too. So Razer is supporting their game. So I hope that they must develop this anti-cheat system as soon as possible, because hackers are watching their game, and I'm damn sure that they will hack this game and will ruin the real experience of the game, because this game is not for enjoyment. This game is somehow developing skills for mobile gamers, because for PC users, I don't think so. For me, I think mobile gaming is a hard in place of computer or PC gaming. Might be it is hard, I don't know, I have not had experience, but it's all my thoughts. Well guys, I don't want to make this game I don't want to make my thing more bigger, because all this video is in 17 minutes, and I think I must close the video. I must close my part and enjoy the video. By the way, if you guys like my video and if you really want to play this game, if you really wanted to give a try, then you can. If you are, but I'm having some of the information. If you are, or if you wanted to play this game on your PC, then you need to go on Steam and you need to what are the steps? I just forgot. They shared all the steps for all the in their Twitter account and in their Facebook page. But basically, if you wanted the game, then you need to register for the game on Steam, and after that you need to get the keys. If you got the game or kind of email like, hey, you get the game, you need to just enter the key from some of our streamers or something like that. And after that you need to, this kind of steps, you need to enter the Steam key, which only few of the streamers are having. So you need to get those keys as soon as possible if you get the game, or if you are chosen for the beta testing program. And as I've said, if you really wanted to be pro or something like that, then you must try this game. This game will build skills. Furthermore, I will make in my next video, because I'm not having much time. It's almost 90 minutes. So yeah guys, I hope you will enjoy this video. I'll make the second part of is Armajet is going to be worth my time. And yeah, more information will be there in my upcoming videos of worth my time. It will be only for Armajet. I don't want it to be something like Anthony. He's the best observer and I'm a worst, I think so. And if he really plays, or if he really want to play, then he can give this game a try. This game is best. I hope he will enjoy this game, even though I'm not a developer. And yeah, even I'm not getting money for promoting this game, but still. So yeah, in second part I will discuss further things about this game. And so yeah, that's going to be it for me. I hope you will enjoy the video. Almost it is going to be end, so you can quit the video if you want. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and Mob Crush for more gaming content. And for more gaming news, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and I'm out.